Welcome to In Your Face. I am your host, Ethan Chu, alongside my partners, John Leozi and Matt Kovacs. We're going to have several topics today, including, is Dak Prescott the best quarterback in the NFC East? Does McCannon deserve to be fired? And are the Warriors the best team in NBA history? First off, we're going to start with, is Dak Prescott the best QB in the NFC East? Matt, what would you like to say on this topic?
I'd like to say that he is, and my reasoning is he will be because he has the balanced offense that everyone else in the NFC East just lacks. They don't have a good running threat, but the Cowboys do. They can scare the defense with running, and when they pack the box, then you use your Dak Prescott, who's a terrific quarterback already, but whenever the defense is trying to protect against the run, he can be lethal, and then you pass. It's a basketball term, but I'm going to use it in football. It's run and gun. You run it, and then when they pack, you gun it.
John?
I don't think I agree with you, Matt. You're only saying that because you're only a Dallas Cowboys fan. Any team, fans going to support their quarterback and think he's the future. I don't think Dak Prescott's the future of this Dallas Cowboys team. Yeah, they got the offensive line. They got Elliott in their backfield, but that's going to be figured out anytime soon. I think Prescott's not going to have a great season compared to his rookie season. He was coming out of Mississippi State. He was a low draft pick, so teams didn't really eye him and scout him at heart. They're going to look back at his film this past season. They're going to figure out his weaknesses, see what he does good. They're going to put the defense rush. They're going to rush him. They're going to just destroy him, and he's not going to have a great season.
And when you say that they're going to rush him and they're going to do that, the defense is going to adjust, and that's when the offense is going to adjust too. Jason Garrett and the offensive coordinator for the Cowboys are going to adjust and make sure Dak has a good season and make sure, because they want to win. The Cowboys are a young team, ready to go, ready to roll, and they're ready to win. And, yeah.
Okay, so you say Garrett is going to help him, but Garrett was around with Tony Romo. Romo had pretty much the same offensive line the past couple of years that Prescott's going to have this season. He didn't help Romo get to the NFC East title. He didn't help them get to the playoffs. Romo threw interception after. When he played the Eagles, when he played the Giants, he played the Redskins, he just completely played like crap. So how do you see Garrett helping him?
Well, you're focusing on Garrett can't help him in that way. That's when football IQ comes into play. Tony Romo, in my opinion, didn't have as high a football IQ as Dak Prescott. You couldn't take as many chances with Tony Romo. You had to protect him because of his injury proneness. That's not something you can fix. That's something that just happens to some players. That's when Dak Prescott, he can take hits. He's a bigger guy. He can take the hits. He can go down. He comes right back up. And so you don't have to protect them as much. You still have to protect him, and he's smarter. Tony Romo, you see him throwing into double coverage because he knows he can make the throw. He was not as much of a gunslinger as Brett Favre, but he was a gunslinger. And Dak Prescott isn't like that. If he doesn't see the open receiver to the left, who's Dez Bryant, the best receiver on the team, he'll throw it to Elliott or Witten or Beasley. He's not afraid to give it to one of those guys because he's smarter than Romo ever was.
Any last remarks, John? Okay, then you both made great points. I was actually planning on taking John's side because I'm an Eagles fan, but you made some great points too, Matt. On to our next topic, the Phillies. The Phillies, we all know how much they're struggling. But the biggest question is, does Pete Mackanin, the Phillies manager, deserve to be fired? Matt, you are a little unfamiliar with the Phillies. What is your take on this?
I think he should be fired. I think that he's had his time. It hasn't succeeded. He has the worst record in the MLB right now. The players are young, yes, but it's time to get rid of him because if he can't get his team rolling right now, then he shouldn't be able to. He might have the worst Major League Baseball record of all time in this season as the Phillies. So he should be gone.
John?
I'm disagreeing with you. The Phillies need to have a consistent manager to bring up this process that they're going. They're in a rebuilding process, and it's the same exact thing as when they hired Charlie Manuel after Larry Go. Charlie he still had the Ryan Howard, Chase Utley, Shane Victorino, Jimmy Rollins developing as players, and you see what Charlie did with them in the 5 years they made playoffs. From 2007 to 2011, they were in playoffs. They back-to-back years in 08 and 09, they made the World Series. They need to have that same thing. This is a young team. They know they have the talent, and they have a great farm system where McCannon has been telling his his front office, these are the players I want on the team, and this is what I need them to do in order for them to perform in the Major League Baseball level, and I think they have that down there. They got a great pitching down to AAA and even in AA, and they really have a great outfielder they drafted 2 years ago, Mickey Moniak. Mickey Moniak will be the future of this outfield, and will probably be the leadoff guy as he's quite fast and good, consistent player.
The manager, the consistency you're right about, but they can get consistency with someone else. They need a better manager now.
Good point. On to our last topic. Quick thoughts on, are the Warriors the best team? Quick take.
I think they are.
I agree.
Okay, agree. Warriors are the best team of all time. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ethan Chu, alongside my co-hosts John Lanuzzi, Matt Kovacs. Have a great night.